What is up, my friends? Welcome once again to another episode of Fabster Live. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. Thank you once again for joining me. This is going to be a special episode because we got a drop coming tomorrow. I'm not even going to mince words. We're going to get right to it. There's a drop coming tomorrow, and I want to go through the history of what's to come. Kind of talk about where this character and this idea for this character came from. Want to get into the history of the line and how it relates to 112 and why we're getting it now. Some of the teases that we've gotten in the past about it. I think it's all pretty interesting stuff. Definitely stuff I want to talk about here. Pretty excited about this. First of all, I want to say I took last week off because I worked on, well, it was Memorial Day, so I went to a thing on Monday, and then on Tuesday I worked like a night shoot. So by the time I was, ready to stream, I already had to leave and go do like an overnight thing, basically. And then there was a whole week of overnight things. So that was pretty tiring. I did not feel like making up a stream later in the week. I figured I would just come on fresh the following week. And if I wait, maybe there'll be something even more important to talk about. And sure enough, on Monday, we got just like a little tease of something to come. And then today was the big info drop and media dump and all that stuff, from the influencers in the community. So just want to say what's up to everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining me. We got KJ here. What up, Fob? He says, how's it going, dude? Good to see you, KJ, who was at this Memorial Day thing. So it wasn't like I wasn't interacting with the audience while I was, away from the stream. I got to hang out with KJ over here. Pretty dope stuff. And Susioni, of course. Oops, he says. Whatever. We're here, man. We're talking about the drop tomorrow, which is Vapor from the HOODZ line. So I want everybody to just cast your minds back, not even that far, not even that long ago. This was early 2021. I want to say end of February, maybe end of January. I can't quite remember, but we had a few series of teases throughout each day. And one of them was a pretty interesting looking character that I remember specifically saying, using the words for some reason, had very garish colors. You know what I'm saying? So I wanted to go look at the tease real quick that we have for him. There we go. So Toys Fair 2021 comes around. We got a series of Rumble Society and other 112 Collective teases, and this was one of them. And, it got a lot of people's attention, a lot of Captain Planet type jokes. A lot of people who were, old head Mezco people were talking like, oh, this could be something that might be an homage to a line that they used to have called HOODZ, right? Okay, so this was like early Mezco, like 2020. I'm sorry, 2000, 20 years from basically today. So that seems a fitting time to bring a character like this back, right? So people did some digging around, maybe a little bit of backtracking to see if this HOODZ line was anything that could maybe go up in value. But either way, sure enough, today we got the full reveal. Here he is in all his glory. His name is Vapor. He's, just what we thought from that tease. It was like a street art type character, graffiti, bright colors, bright skin and hair and everything. Really, really dope. A great mix of colors. Obviously looks like graffiti art come to life in a lot of ways in terms of the colorways. And so many options, as we'll get into pretty soon, because there's reviews out. There's full-on open package looks at this figure already that the influencers in the community have been, trickling out throughout today, and Mezco's been, sharing on social media, and it's awesome. Of course, I checked my mailbox, I checked my emails, and I couldn't help but notice that my Vapor early look was missing. Maybe my review sample just got lost in the mail or something. I don't know. I won't hold it against them. The USPS is under serious fire these days, so I don't really want to blame them if something went wrong, or maybe FedEx. I guess Mezco uses FedEx, and FedEx is notoriously terrible, so I don't know. Either way, I'm not one of the people with this thing in hand, but I'm happy to take a look at other people's and just give my thoughts on it to only hype myself up for the drop tomorrow, which could either go, pretty well or pretty poorly, as we'll get into, because the response for this figure and these looks so far has been pretty overwhelmingly positive. So I would not be surprised if this was an absolute bloodbath to get tomorrow. All right. Taking a look at the Mezco HOODZ line. This is how it kind of began, right? It was very like, stylized, hyper deformed kind of figures. This is just a quick little Google ski right here. These are the first images I see. But right here, this big one on the right is Vapor himself. This is the character. Obviously, the colors are completely different. He's not quite as bright as we're seeing him. And even here's an open look at him, tiny though it may be. And he's got like a bat, and he's got, not the blue skin color that we see on the 112 Collective figure. So definitely some differences there. It's more an homage to the character rather than a straight one-to-one recreation of it. So interestingly enough, on the Bodega box, there's also this little piece of graphic design on one of the panels, not the one you can see in my camera view here, but on the other side, on the reverse. This guy's been under our noses the whole time, just as it is, Vapor HOODZ. And I remember taking a picture of this and thinking, oh, is this a tease of, something to come, or is it just a reference to something that they've done already? And the answer is, well, it's both. The colorway on this one looks more reminiscent of the old figure that I just showed here a sec ago. It's got more of this colorway to it. But either way, it's the same character, again, totally redone for the 112 Collective style, still in its sort of stylized nature by the face design and the hands and stuff. But either way, it's a different interpretation of this same kind of character. Here's another version of Vapor right here. This looks like a Kid Robot exclusive. So this store exclusivity thing isn't a new thing. All right. I'm thinking, we'll get to it, but I'm thinking this is going to be a very, very quick sellout. The response so far for this has been just absolutely overwhelming. So I want to take a look at the animation video that they dropped for this guy. Why don't we scrub through bit by bit here in painstaking detail and see if we can pick out any fun teases, any breadcrumbs to lead us on that next trail. That could be fun, right? This is some like an image towards the end, so we'll come back here. But I thought this was a good interpretation of the character. See, this is what I'm saying with like the stylized face and everything. Hands are big, and when we get into the reviews, I'll talk about the scale as well. And by the way, I'm not trying to go too long either, because our good friend Paige, the toy Page, he's doing a special hangout on his Instagram page at 4 at the top of the hour here. So I'm going to try to make this brief, cut in quick, get a little chat with my friends here in the chat, and then go back and check out Paige's video. Or, I don't know, maybe we'll do a live reaction of that video here. I want to give them their audience too, so we'll see how we're feeling at the end of the show. But right now, looking at some posters here, this is the very opening shot of everything. New York, exposed brick apartment, very, very New York. We got some Vapor art up here. We got a defaced kind of Vapor art here, like a chick. It kind of looks like that Farrah Fawcett picture, I think, right? And, tagged with some Vapor stuff and like a gas mask put over here. But these three are fun. We got a pretty classic Doc Nocturnal poster. I wouldn't mind, getting an actual poster of that. Pretty cool, pretty cool. And then we got Gomez as Michael Jordan here. Just says Roach on top, got the wingspan. I love that he still got the black gloves on, even though he's like shirtless. He plays for the Mezco team, whatever. This looks like maybe they'll do a Space Jam Gomez. Wouldn't that be fun, huh? But over here, this one's fun. We got the pink skulls looking like the Beastie Boys, and the outfits and the pose and the poster style, the title style. Pretty cool. I like this poster. I hope we get some. Wouldn't that be sick if we got some pink skulls in like Adidas jumpsuits? They could either be like New York Beastie Boy type dudes, or they could just be like Slavs squatting somewhere, maybe with open carry AK-47s. That'd be pretty sick. I'd like to see it. Let's get into this trailer just a little bit more. I'm not gonna play with audio. I don't want to get taken down. Obviously, here's the rest of his apartment, kind of a blown out version of that early shot. He's got some practice going on here. Darts. Hey, this is a real chill dude in a bachelor pad, He's woken up. Oh, I like this right here. He's got some Mezco action figures of his own right here in the corner, on a shelf there. He's got Baron Benz and a Gomez here, as we see from the shot. And this is the kind of art style that they've used on I think the booth in a box, right? So they, the booth in a box, if you remember, also had like silhouettes of figures on like the display shelf of the, booth graphics on the box. And it was this same kind of thing. So pretty cool. Good consistency. I like that. He gets a call. He is out the window. He is not going to get a security deposit back on that one. We get a look at the bottom of his shoes that say FU. Doing some Rorschach shit right there, jumping out the window, landing outside, running from the cops. Here we get a nice look at him a little more up close with more gear. He's got the gas mask that obviously you like put over his head. He's still got the hat on with the gas mask, which is pretty cool. I don't think any of the reviews I saw really showed him like fully kitted out, but he looks pretty good, all geared up. Looks pretty sick. Good blend of colors, like I said. There he is tagging, there he is posing, and we get a look at the head sculpts. Here's the first one we started with here, kind of a smiling toothy grin, right? And we got an angry toothy scowl, right? This guy's toothy. I'll say that. And then we got a scared, kind of freaked out, or I don't know, maybe huffed some of his own spray paint vapors. I don't know. That's a possibility. Looking a little tripped out here, but toothy once again. And then boom, mean mugging. There it is. And this is obviously twice as good as any Gomez figure because he comes with, well, 2 middle finger hands. Gomez, you only get 1. Or, well, really, you do get 2 middle finger hands with Gomez, but one of them is like the British, middle finger with the 2 fingers up, which I won't even do on stream because I don't want to upset the poor sensibilities of anyone that may be watching. That's offensive. The character on screen, however, can do it. That's an exception I'm willing to make. And that is it. That is our look at Vapor here. That is just like the little opening trailer. I think they showed that, yesterday? And then today was the big rollout with all the influencers out there. Some of the photographers on Instagram, one of the all-time great YouTube reviewers as well, who we'll take a look at some of those reviews as well. And Paige, who I mentioned earlier, also is had an open box look at it and like a full review on his channel. So we can maybe scrub through that and get some thoughts real quick. But before we get there, I just want to get everybody's thoughts just on this trailer alone. What do you think of this Vapor character, this interpretation of this old HOODZ line from Mezco, just kind of done a little bit more, stylized and modernized and, I don't know, I guess like reinvented in a new way. Let's see. We got Devilish Genius up here in the chat. He says, hey, what's up, man? What's up to you, sir? Red Laser. Hopefully it goes well. If you mean about the drop tomorrow, it's going to be a bloodbath, sir. It's going to be absolute slaughter out there. Usually I'm a no man left behind kind of thing, but here I'm going to have to leave that dude looking around for his arm on the streets of Normandy like Saving Private Ryan. It's nothing I can do. Just got to get me mine and keep it moving, Probably, Devilish Genius is probably going to beat me to all the links because I'm going to be too concerned with getting mine tomorrow. Noni M is here. What's up? He says, whoa. Early stream, keeping me on my toes here. That's right, dude. I'm just like these Mezco drops. It can happen at any moment, and I don't even have like an email list or something to let you know. But what you could do is subscribe with notifications, and then every time I get live. It's like kind of like a drop alert, but in the YouTube space, right? Maybe I need to make a mailing list. I don't know. But either way, it helps me out if everybody who's watching right now, subscribed already, hopefully, but hitting those notifications like Noni M hopefully did. Find this video when it goes live because, I don't know, sometimes schedules don't work out and I just got to go live when I go live. And thankfully, there's some really good stuff to talk about today. Taking a look at the chat here, though. Devilish Genius also saying, this is, even though it says, I think, pre-order, I don't think this is going to be. He says, no way, man. Probably shipping right away. And I think he might be right about that. Not an open pre-order, given that several influencers have it in hand, which is true. It's very true. The fact that, again, like with anything that is buy and ship, there's usually some inclination or something out there that tells us that people have it in hand already, whether it's contest winners, whether it's influencers like we got right here, whether it's just like leaked images of like the factory like loading it up or whatever. Usually when it's in hand, we know it's going to be a buy and ship kind of situation. But I was telling the Toy Kind of Mood chat that I wouldn't be surprised if this is given, again, the overwhelming response that I'm sure this has gotten. Like, I don't think I've seen really a lot of. I've seen maybe 2 people say that they don't want this, which is ridiculous. I've usually people find something or other to complain about, and I think this is one of those, unanimous responses. Like most everybody really, really, really likes this, so it's going to be pretty difficult to get. But because it's so popular, I wouldn't be surprised if it goes the way of the Black Skulls or the Gold Skulls or Gomez of Death, where it sells out. There's an in-hand number of them that is buy and ship and sells through and sells out. And then they open it back up for waitlist for a second run a couple months later, So this honestly could go that way. It seems like this is going to be a pretty special release. It's definitely got a lot of hype behind it. I mean, this is going to be really tough to get. Like, this is going to be an absolute slaughter. That's why in the title, ironically, but kind of unironically saying, rest in peace to the Mezco website. Let's pour one out for the Mezco website tomorrow. It is going to be an absolute slaughter out there. It's going to collapse under the load. This is probably going to be one of the most hype releases since maybe one of the last Batmans, maybe like Shadow Edition Batman, or I mean, I remember the very actual worst drop that I was a part of was the Classic Punisher. Classic Punisher was an absolute nightmare. And I don't know if this will be that bad, but of these Rumble Society releases so far, this really seems like it's going to be one of the top of all time in terms of just hype behind it, in terms of people really wanting it before everybody has a chance to have it in hand, and then the hype builds from there. No, this is like first look. This figure looks amazing. Even dear friend Mr. Boognice, who is always the first to call anything from Mezco trash, he said, all caps, this is a really nice figure. Yeah, he's into it. I hope. I mean, this is a figure made for him, dude. It's NYC all over it, dude. So we're not even into the accessories yet, but that is something that definitely sold me. If the character design and everything wasn't enough. Getting into a couple more chat things. Kevin Johnson, KJ says he loves the flocked hair, the soft goods, heads, hands. Hoping this continues with the rest of the HOODZ line and other 112 figs. Yeah, dude. I mean, first of all, we're seeing so much new stuff with him, so I can't imagine how much of that is going to get reused for something, either licensed or unlicensed down the line and in clever ways. So it just opens up a whole new set of possibilities. This isn't like a fully kit bash character made up entirely of stuff we've seen before, kind of like the Black Skulls, kind of like the White Skull agent. This is like a top to bottom brand new goddamn figure, and comes with certain features and a lot of accessories that we don't get with a lot of typical Mezco figures. I'm talking about the swappable feet and everything. You get 2 pairs of shoes for him. I mean, damn. All right, this is going to be super dope. Honestly, just on the face sculpts we saw yesterday, I was sold. But then all the NYC accessories, he got the Tims. Mezco knows me. Yeah, dude. As soon as I saw that, and it was our favorite toy photographer, D Amazing, who I saw the first photo, had the Tims with the figure, and I was like, wait, he comes with Jordans and Tims? Oh my God. This is everything new I discover about this figure is like, oh, it only just reinforces the dark thought in my head that's like, this is going to be so impossible to get. This is not impossible. I'm never going to be able to get this. It's going to be an absolute bloodbath out there. I hope everybody comes prepared. But that's why I had to reuse a 15-year-old meme revived recently. So, whatever. But we are not prepared. This is, man, rest in peace to the Mezco website. Can we light a candle? Did I bring candles in here? I should have brought candles. I need to light a candle for the Mezco website. I'm praying for it. You know what I mean? It's going to be just horrible, you guys. I'm so sorry. I wish I could come on here and be like, no, this is what you do. This is what's going to happen. Even if I do that and you know exactly what to do, there is no guarantee that the website will just absolutely shit itself and everybody ends up with an empty cart and it sells out immediately. Like, we just got to be prepared for it. It's a lottery. It's going to be a lottery. Hopefully they take a look at my order history and they're like, you know what? This guy's been consistent. Let's let him through. Let him through. Open the velvet rope for him. He's good. He's good. Hopefully that's me. But, man, if this is, like I'm seeing a lot of people, speaking of overwhelming response, man, so many people who have not fucked with Rumble Society in any way whatsoever, who don't get it, not even for kit bash possibilities. They're just like, it's not a character I know or care about. I don't want it. They're taking a look at this. And they're like, damn, this is going to be my first Rumble Society. This might actually be my first Rumble Society. And, if they got you with this, that's just the tip of the iceberg. If they get you with this, you might be in for, backtracking a Street Gomez or something like that, and hopefully that leads to the release of a new Street Gomez, I can't wait to see it. This is going to be nuts. If if nothing else, like I say, we'll know right away if it fails catastrophically and we don't get it. So we don't have to sit around all day, waiting to hear if we even get it or not. You'll know right away, and you can be mad about it right away and then move on with your day quickly, Oh, man. Noni M making a great point. This would have been a solid New York Comic Con exclusive. Makes me wonder what they have in store. And I can see variants of this guy. So when I miss it tomorrow, I can think of that. That's true, man. There's always another one. It might be a variant. It might be another character kind of built on the same book, different heads. Who knows? Maybe he's blue skinned like the Krieg. Maybe he's a clone too. And there's just all these versions of him. Maybe we're getting Blood Force right here, but we're going to get the Crypt Knights later. Oh, damn it. That's bad. Never mind. I shouldn't have said that. I'm sorry. Jeremy is art saying, I wish we could use all these Mezco points on exclusive pieces. I usually pre-order the regular pieces elsewhere. Yeah, I ended up using my points on, some exclusives you can, I think, right? Usually not the Rumble Society stuff, but I feel like the Leatherface was exclusive, and I used points for that. Maybe I'm wrong about it being exclusive, but it really is super selective. Like, ideally, you would want to use your points as often as possible. And usually there's a lot of people like you who only get the exclusive through the website and don't get anything else. Regular and PX releases maybe through like other online e-tailers or like a local comic shop or whatever. So no, you're not wrong. I wish we could use them too, because every now and then you think, man, I kind of want a second one just in case. But points would make that an easier choice to make. What else we got? A lot of people in the chat. Thank you, everybody, so much for joining us. Make sure you smash that like button. Thank you so much for being here. We're talking 112 Collective X Rumble Society X HOODZ Vapor, which is dropping tomorrow, 1 p.m. Oh, it's going to be absolute chaos out there. Chaos will reign supreme. It's going to be Mad Max out there, dude. We're all going to be driving these giant metal machines into the pre-order line to try to get this thing. And then many of us will just die in the wait list, horribly slaughtered in the road. And the rest of us will look back and be like, yeah, but he's a dope figure. You know what I mean? It's going to be, oh God, I hate having that much stress this early in the day. I'm just thinking about it right now is getting me all worked up. But hey, that's the fun. We haven't even talked about the features yet. I'm trying to get through this chat. So many of you guys chiming in here. I'm definitely going to try my best. And no worries if I fail to secure one. More funds for other releases like the Hawk P40. Best of luck to everyone. That's really what I want to get across. That's a great sentiment. Just everybody who's here, we all want this thing, right? There's nobody who doesn't want this, just given by the response. Nobody doesn't want this right now. So good luck to everybody out there. It really is every man for himself. And I hope some of us make it through. I hope some of the loyal fans are able to get this thing in hand, get it, secured and hopefully in hand soon. I hope my friend Michael Valladay, finally, I've lured him. Michael, if you're here, yeah, he is. He says, what up, KJ? So stoked for this damn figure. See, I hope you get this, because this, I believe, will be one of those buy and ship things, and you'll be able to have your first Mezco in hand instead of the promise of one to come months down the line, This is, oh God, again, Thomas Smith, great sentiment. Good luck. Good luck to everybody, man. I'm going to need all the luck I need. I need a spirit ball of energy from everybody. Just because this is either going to be absolute elation in the morning, or it's going to ruin my day. We'll see. Isn't that great? Letting one thing determine your entire day. Hey, that's a healthy way of being. Susiani says, one thing of concern is the flock coming off or getting marked if leaving the mask or hat on for too long. I have a feeling it will be buy and ship. Then again, Mezco mentioned it was a pre-order on their post. That's right. The flocking, I like it. Don't get me wrong. I think it's beautiful. It's a great feature. It really, like I was saying with the Moss Squatch, enhances the textural experience. It adds to the premiumness of it, and it looks good more than anything. But yeah, having headgear with him is going to be a concern for sure. I was thinking, maybe you'd have to devote one head to doing any kind of headwear, or don't display him with the headwear on, just only for photos or whatever. Definitely something to be concerned about. So yeah, good point there, Susioni. But like you're saying, Mezco, they said it was a pre-order, so we'll see. It could be they have a small number of them in hand. and they'll sell through that, and then there'll be a pre-order for a little bit later. Or it could be like the Mosquatch, where it's a pre-order, but it's coming like pretty soon, not like Michael Keaton levels of like getting delayed. We'll see. As I always say, man, I can't wait to find out on the day. That's the best way to live your life, is just getting new information right then and there, and then informing your decision from that point. Definitely don't need any foresight at all. All right, they gave way too much notice, and yes, Boog also sounded the alarm. We in trouble, boys. Yeah, we are in deep doo-doo, my friend. This is going to be a hot release. It's going to be. Oh my God. I hate to leave my buddies lying face down in the mud, but man, I'm going to have to just cut and run. I'm going to have to just get me my own and leave. I won't be able to help anybody with this. I'm not answering DMs until hours after this drop. I can't help you with the link. I can't do any of that. You're going to have to fend for yourself on this one, boys. I've tossed you a life raft in the past, but I don't know. Sink or swim this time. I've prepared you enough that you should be able to know what to do from this point forward, and I hope you have good luck. I hope it works. I hope it works for you. I'm going to need a little bit of that luck myself. There's no guarantees out here. I'm going to need a customizer to make a Yankees cap for him. Yeah, I think the 3D printed hat market is about to go through the roof. This is going to be sick. We got Charlie here. What up, Charlie? He says, what up, Fobs? How's it going, dude? Michael Valaday, what's up, man? You're scared. You should be. No. God, I don't mean to deter you, but this is the exact type of thing that Mezco is. That when you enter the Mez cult, if you will, one of the super tiring, repetitive activities that we do in order to like grind down your will to the point where you're more susceptible, like good cults should. That is scaring you, frightening you, and giving you PTSD for these drops. You need to have a visceral, raw, angry, or happy experience when you pre-order this thing. And it will give you either that taste in your mouth that you like want to get back, like, oh damn it, I was so close, I want to come back, or you're so angry, like, yeah, fuck them, see you next time, like being a wrestling fan and hating Monday Night Raw every week, but damn it, I'll see you next week. It'll be so much fun. I can't wait for you to be a part of this experience. Michael, have your wife on a separate browser. I might have to like use my roommate's computer or something too, and just be logged in on 3 devices. It's gonna be brutal, everybody. Get ready. That's all I can say, man. God. Jeremy Azar says you gotta have faith. That is that's from the acapella group from The Office, right? What are they called? Here Comes Treble. Yeah, that's a Here Comes Treble original right there. You gotta have faith. And it's Andy Bernard on the lyrics, of course, on the lead vocals. Nightwing, just slam the wait list when you don't get it. Drive the point home. That's right. That's another great point. Thank you for bringing that up, Nightwing, because I've been going on a tangent talking about the blood that we will leave in our wake during this pre-order or drop, whatever you want to call it. Even if you miss it, if something happens to your cart and everything explodes and you lose your inventory, you get back, you get to a 404 error window, whatever happens, if you don't get this thing because the website, shits itself or whatever, get on that wait list. As soon as that wait list is up, get in there, because there's tons of people who will either have, duplicate accounts that they'll find and cancel, or there's plenty of people that will default or whatever, or like when the time comes for it to actually charge, they may have to like just put the deposit down on one card, but then when it charges the full thing, for some reason it doesn't go through. Whatever. I'm not here to worry about people's money problems, but they have them sometimes, right? So there's a good chance that those first, like, let's say if they are in-hand orders get put through and some of them get canceled, there's a good chance that if you're on the wait list early enough, you might be able to get it. But like I'm saying, that wait list is a prime example of how when Mez said that the wait list numbers determine the production stuff. That's why I was telling people to pre-order the Snyder 3-pack on Mezco Direct, so that the wait list reflects the actual demand for the product, and it hopefully increases those production numbers to meet that demand, bringing the overall price of the set down. So if you're trying to get it aftermarket, you're not spending double or whatever. But if it is one of those things that sells out, and you have to waitlist it, do it. Because if that waitlist gets big enough, they'll do that second run like they did with the gold skulls, like they did with the black skulls, like I think with Gomez of Death too. So definitely make use of the waitlist on this one. You can't go to your big bads. You can't go to your EEs. You can't go to your dork sides for this one. This is a Mezco Direct exclusive. So you do have to either lock it in, get it, or play that waitlist. And I'm telling you, play that waitlist. This is, again, the demand is so overwhelming. If the waitlist reflects that, they will do a second run, or there will be more available. Again, like these other examples I'm talking about. Those black skulls, I mean, I think the response was pretty overwhelming for that too. And sure, it's because a lot of people were getting multiples. If this is a case of getting one per person, it might still sell out super quick. But if that wait list is big enough, it'll reflect that enough people want this thing. They'll do that second run. Let's do it. I mean, come on. I've played that second run game myself. Like I didn't get Gomez of Death when it first dropped. I missed it. So I played the wait list and it converted, and I got it in March, like with the second run. So that was great. I got a second set of the gold skulls as well, which I'm still trying to figure out what to do with. But I wanted to get an extra 2 just in case I wanted 4 or 3, or, you know, depending on how this 1,000 subscriber thing goes, maybe we can figure out something else to do with those gold skulls. I don't know, but everybody's got to subscribe, and maybe it'll, I don't know, help move the needle one way or the other. But either way, play that waitlist game. Nightwing, a salient point. Thank you, sir. Jason Pereira, he says, what's up, dude? How's it going? He says, what's up, brother Vapor? Yes, huge, strong. I mean, it's a strong figure, no doubt, dude. Like tons of people, again, not on the Rumble Society shit at all, are like, yo, this is the business right here. This could be the kitty's titties. I will go as far as to say this could be the kitty's titties. Noni M, I'm just excited because you did say 1,000 subscribers, Mezco giveaway. Can't wait for you to give away this guy. Hey, depends what the limit is, dude. If there's 2, I think I want 2, honestly. I think I'm going to try to get 2 if the limit is at least 2. If it's 1 per person, then cool, I'll get my 1 and I'll be happy with that. But I don't know. Still trying to figure out what to do with that 1,000 subscribers thing. We'll see. Well, help me out. The closer we get to that number, the closer I get to a decision on that. You know, I do want to announce that pretty soon, and I think I got a pretty good idea for a like special 1,000 subscribers show. So I can't wait to like start rolling that out in a few weeks here, pretty soon, hopefully. Let's see. Michael saying, always happy to see other folks get what they want, even when I miss one. What a humble, wonderful man, Michael. Yes, you're too good. The collecting community needs more people like you, but it's true. I mean, I know you're one of those people that's not super on this Rumble Society thing, or maybe you are a little bit, but you know what I mean? Like you're kind of new to the Mezco game, and you're not so married to it yet that one loss really affects you. You know, you'll be able to bounce back and get that next one if you miss out on this. But I do hope you get this one, because this one is maybe an example of just one of Mezco's best figures. Just as an action figure from top to bottom, this could be one of the all-time greats, and a great sign of things to come. I do want to get into some pictures here. So many people in the chat. Thank you so much, everybody, for joining me here. DJ Dillyfire, new sub, but I've known you from Reddit for a long time. What's up, dude? I'm thinking you're a New York guy, too, because you're saying I'm dead ass going to be waiting on both my laptop and phone starting at 12:50 tomorrow. That's right, dude. You might even want to start earlier. You might even get, if you're at an office, go to like a FedEx or something and lock down some of those computers, too. It'll be worth it. It's gonna be a nightmare. No matter what you do, all of your devices will be lagging at the same time. Oh, I missed your first comment. You said, "What's good, Fabio?" As a Jersey boy who grew up in an area very inspired by the New York urban aesthetic, I'm hyped for this. A must-have. This is like, I think this is gonna reach like Pink Skull's level of like all-time great Mezco figures. That is gonna attract a lot of people who are not normally like figure or Mezco collectors, or like figure collectors at all. You know what I mean? So I think there's going to be a big crossover with that kind of hype beast, urban culture kind of lifestyle, with people who maybe just are into the fact that the figure is part of that lifestyle and maybe want to get one just to like display with their figures. When I was at Designer Con, when they showed the Pink Skulls and sold them for the first time, there was a ton of people who were, Designer Con is such a mixed show. There's a ton of sneaker culture. There's a lot of clothing culture. There's a lot of like, art, like drawings and stuff like that. And there's a weird intersection where Mezco had like people from all these communities who were like, yo, the sneakerheads would come over and be like, yo, are those skulls wearing Chucks? Is that Samurai Roach wearing red Chucks? Oh shit, I got to get this, And then there's like the clothing people that are like, oh man, look at the outfits on these guys. These are so sick. You can change them and stuff. Oh man, that's awesome. Look at this samurai robe. And then, just designer people in general are, drawn to these bright colors and stuff like that. So, I mean, this is going to be the type of figure that is all encompassing to all walks of life. If you're just a New York guy, if you're a sneakerhead, if you're just someone who is, into like clothing or just like want one dope fucking action figure to display on your desk at work, and people will be like, oh, that's cool. What is that? This might be that figure. Oh man, I worked myself up into a tizzy there. I had to take a big old Marco Rubio chug of water there. So Conor reviews. I was not expecting to like this figure nearly as much as I do, but it just has so much character. That's exactly what I'm talking about, dude. This is just a dope fucking figure. Can't wait to get it in hand. I'll come back to the comments in a sec. I do want to get into some of the additional media that has been out there. Of course, Mezco put out that stop motion trailer right there that we saw. But they also got a member of the community named Jay Just Made It. And he had a pretty dope stop motion of his own with Vapor here. Maybe I'll play it without sound just in case. If you want to check this in its full glory, please go to Jay Just Made It, all one word, on Instagram there. You see at the top right. Check this out. Just a dope stop motion of the figure. You're noticing here the stickers that come in the sticker sheet, which I guess we'll show in another video. I love how obviously it looks like graffiti, but these are decals that you can put on any brick wall and really like personalize it and stuff. Let's watch this real quick. So we're working a lot of those same vibes, like, tagging in the street, being chased by police and all that stuff. That real like street culture stuff. I love what he did incorporating a lot of the stickers that he comes with into the environment as well. He's got that NECA street scene dio, which is impressive. I think I want to get one just to have, maybe two, make a nice little alleyway or something. When we got a little more room, the studio doesn't have quite that much room yet, but working on it. TBD. Do like this a lot though. Good camera work here as well, which you don't see with a lot of stop motions. The big things, that camera work. Oh, he's getting a little tweaked on those fumes there, huh? Right, a little snort ski there, right? Saw that. Just showing off the accessories. Obviously, the stop motion, or a figure like this works so well for stop motion because it's like a little Tim Burton character coming to life, right? I was trying to think what the aesthetic of this dude reminds me of, but he's just really unique, really cool. I'm gonna go to Mr. Jason B. Michael, who is going to be with Paige on the aforementioned hangout here on Instagram at the top of the hour, which is when I'll be trying to get out of here. But Jason B. Michael, one of the early in-hand looks, one of the all-time great, not just, Mezco photographers, but just all-time great toy photographers. I mean, this dude's stuff slaps. He's got to look at the box here, which is that tin, like lunchbox style, kind of like Nosferatu, kind of like Gold Gomez. Looking real cool. Got that Toy Story vibe going on here with the hand in the shot. But damn, look at those Tims, dude. He's got Tims. Dude. He's got bolt cutters. Just so much attitude to him, right? Look at that. Come on, man. This is going to be an absolute banger. Here's a behind the scenes shot. Pretty dope setup he's got right here. Pretty simple, just well framed and well lit. That's usually all it takes. And well posed, obviously. Again, he's going to be available tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern. That is 10 a.m. Pacific, which is when I'll be. That's why I say like this much stress early in the morning is the absolute worst because 10 a.m. I'm up, but it's still the morning. Like, come on. This is going to be, God, an absolute slaughter. So many good men are going to die out there. But yeah, this is looking great. He's got him running away from the cops, kind of dropping his gear. Great setup. Boom, great edit. Check that out. There's the picture of the setup. Yeah, looking good. Just some lights back there really sells the illusion. There's the man's himself. Looking good. And the last thing, yeah, Mezco just dropped the trailer on here as well. But yeah, these look fantastic. I guess I'll pull up Mr. Page's video as well, because he actually did a in-hand review as part of his new series on YouTube here. So I'll give him a little shine. I'll scrub through just real quick, but I am going to direct everybody to go at least check it out in full, because he has, in his beautiful dulcet tones, he really breaks down what this figure is all about. And of course, he does it on a new show he has called The Breakdown, as appropriate as that is. Again, not gonna take the shine away from the man. I want to make sure you guys go actually check out his video after this. You know, we're not going to be going too long here, but talking about some of the stuff I was saying with the history of the line, showing the accessories, and I want to just show the head sculpts. He had a really good shot of all the head sculpts here. There it is. I mean, God, so much expression in these shots right here. Look at these head sculpts, man. I like the kind of red tweak to his eyes. It looks like he's, you know, been in those fumes for a while. It's starting to irritate his eyes a little bit, right? And Big Tasty saying, D Amazing also has a review. That's right. I will probably pull up some of D's stuff as well. This is going to be, again, if everybody's got it in hand and it's got a whole, like, I guess it would be like 48 hours of hype at this point. Yeah, this is going to be so, like, the secret's out. Too many people know about this, dude. Like, this is nuts. Nobody's ready for this, man. This is like Oscar WWE, man. We are not ready for Vapor. A lot of great accessories. He's showing the backpack. He comes with a little black books. You know, you can practice his sketches and all this stuff like that. Look at that expression. I was thinking, you know what? Okay, someone in the chat's going to have to chime in with me here if I'm wrong, if I'm off base. But doesn't this face remind you of Courage the Cowardly Dog? They had the evil cousin barber, right? He had the evil barber who came over. He was like the cousin of Muriel, and he was, you know, tormenting Courage the whole time. And he had this toothy grin like this, and kind of that same like tweaker eyebrow. And he would always, you know, rhyme and end it with naughty. I mean, just classic Courage. Let me know if anybody's into that as well. I think that alone kind of sold it for me as well, dude. Andrew JLA Boy is asking, are we thinking 120 for this awesome dude? I'm thinking, bro, if we're doing Price is Right rules like I like to do, closest without going over, I'm going to 112. 112. Okay, I'm gonna undercut you a little bit, but I think this is gonna be one of those in-house releases that just, you know, goes at that signature price, you know, 112. I mean, White Skull Agent was 112, but he was a little minimal compared to this, so that's one thing that makes it seem like this could be a little more than that. But I think keeping it on brand is pretty important here. Making it 112, beautiful price. Beautiful, beautiful price would be just perfect for this. And again, Paige goes into very good detail. Everybody go check out this video. I just wanted to show those head sculpts off real quick because you just so much expression. This is absolutely nuts. I hope I'm also able to get this. I mean, he comes with clothing options, dude, like a wardrobe person, but I absolutely love him. Just so much good stuff with him. And again, it's something that makes me wish I could get too, because I would love to have some of these extra pieces of clothing to kind of throw on other characters or get back some new ones, get some blank bodies. I don't know, you know, do some real Barbie shit, dude. Whatever. It's my collection. Damn. Get off my back, dude. All right. A bit late. TJP is here, though. He says, what's up, y'all? Did we dissect some potentials with the Run DMC Pink Skulls in the Vapor trailer? We did indeed. We did talk about it briefly, but I'll go back to it because you're bringing it up, and it's one of my favorite things. If we're not getting Pink Skulls in space, this is probably second best, okay? Some what were they called in the Hawkeye comic? They're just like the bro gang, right? They just go around saying bro a lot, and they wear these Adidas jumpsuits. Boom. We need this. These are like the jumpsuits like in Always Sunny when Mac joins the mafia, right? And it's all the Italian dudes with their hair slicked back, wearing the track suits. I want this. I want these guys squatting all over my stoops. That sounds bad. Laser Pants is here. What is up, Ryan, dude? I need at least 2 of these minimum. That's what I'm saying, dude. There's just too many options. This is one of those things, and I'm with you here too. There's 4 heads, so really you do need 4. You really do. It's tough to get around, but I think this is one of those that you need so many like different bodies for. Like again, just one great body with a ton of great clothing options. It's tough to not want multiples, and I hope that they've seen the popularity of this. I hope that they really understand that the response for this has been overwhelming so far. So I want to see them really crank those numbers up or get ready to gear that second production into place, because a lot of people are going to want this. And a lot of people are not going to be able to get this. This is going to be a lot of disappointment for a lot of people. It can't even be for me, whatever. I'm not even trying to hold myself any higher. It's true. I could walk away being super mad tomorrow, But hey, it's better than going to Target and seeing if G.I. Joe has anything in stock, right? Driving over and over and checking retail stores only to see that the scalpers have gotten there first. I'd rather be able to do that from the comfort of my home. So this to me, again, a lot of stress in the mornings, but goddamn, I live for this shit, 112aholic website going down, dude. Yeah, it's going to be tragic tomorrow. We're going to witness a really great loss in the community. I want everybody to pour one out once again. Drop an F in the chat. Give me an RIP. Acknowledge the fact that this website is going to catastrophically crash tomorrow, where it's going to be a huge loss, devastating for a lot of people. But she's going down, boys. I mean, the hype levels of this cannot possibly be sustained by any internet infrastructure right now. I don't think they can do anything to really make this like anything other than what it's going to be, which is just a shit show. Everybody, this is going to be like Triller Fight Club, just a spectacle of shit show. I mean, some people will be very entertained by it. Some people will enjoy it. I am there for it, dude. I've lived for this shit, like I said. But man, it's going to be a massive crash tomorrow. I hope everybody's ready for it. It's going to be sick. Good luck, everybody. All right. KJ is here. He's saying hi to Laser Pants. I love it when my friends interact in the chat. That's the most wholesome thing in the world for me. Appreciate that, boys. I.E. Toy Hunter saying, get ready to hear the complaining all day tomorrow. Oh, my God. Yeah, the official got 'em, don't got 'em threads are going to be just comedy tomorrow. Just pull up, with some popcorn, dude. It's going to be wild. So many people are going to be mad. We may be one of them. Who knows? Can't wait to find out, like I said. Laser Pants, waiting for the flood of Mezco sucks. I'm selling my collection post tomorrow in the Gomez groups. Yeah, it's going to happen, dude. I love it. I love this cycle, dude. First of all, it's great content. I love talking about it on here with the fam here, the boys, as it were. And, man, it's going to be quite the car crash to witness. And again, I wish I knew anything about internet infrastructure and web systems and all that stuff, because maybe I could offer a helping hand and say, like, maybe this is something you could do to increase the workload. I don't even know what the terminology is. Maybe you want to bottleneck your traffic a little bit, whatever. I don't know. But goddamn, there's got to be something they can do, because whatever they've done so far, it hasn't really done much. I mean, shit still crashes. I mean, Black Skulls crashed, White Crate crashed, all that stuff still crashes. But man, whatever they're doing, it's just, I don't even know where I heard this term. I love this term though. Like, whatever they're trying to do to fix all this, it's really like moving deck chairs on the Titanic. Like, it's really not accomplishing much. Like, people are still really kind of fucking up and not being able to complete their carts. And again, I hope I prepared everybody enough in streams past to let you know, like, what you got to do beforehand to make sure that you're as prepared as possible. But even all that could just go down the drain if this website just up and decides to shit itself. I'm going to turn off all the devices in my house, make sure nothing's connected to the internet, make sure this computer is the only thing connected, so I can try to, maybe this is an appropriate term now, bottleneck the traffic. But man, I don't think it's going to do much. It's going to be an absolute slaughter tomorrow. And it will be entertaining. You can't spell slaughter without laughter. You know what I'm saying? And Designer Con, Laser Pants, you're saying you're trying to be there this year. That's bucket list for me. Yeah, dude, DCon, honestly, my favorite con that I went to, before everything shut down, because I haven't been to cons since, except digitally. But Designer Con was so much fun, dude. Like, one of the best cons I've been to, like, ever. It was so good. Great people, great atmosphere, great vibes, dude. Great, stuff on display. And just really seeing a lot of these, toy industry guys who work for, these big companies doing their own stuff on the side and, being cool, just hanging out, really dope. Got some rips in the chat. Yeah. Let's get some skull emojis, because, it's dead. Laser Pants, Mauricio acknowledging, big fan of the infinity equation. Aren't we all a big fan of the IE? Thank you for being here. 112aholic, if you miss out, get at me. I got you. # no scalpers. All right, dude. You put out the APB. If people miss it out, you might get a couple DMs whispering you. But I mean, if I miss out, maybe I'll hit you up. Maybe I will miss out. I mean, I've told a couple people like, "Yo, be ready for them." I've given a couple people the tentative link that I have on the side here, kind of sneaky from the Mezco Discord that we're all a part of, and I don't want that information getting too out there. But I've definitely got my shit bookmarked. I know where to be at the time, but will I make it under the cut? You know what I mean? You never know. PG Photography is here. What's up, dude? He says, yo, what up? Bob and crew. What's up? It's no crew. It's just me, unless you mean the chat, in which case they are here. Punker Mike is here. My dude, Punker Mike. What's up, dude? Stoked on this drive. Decon, hands down, best con. You're 100% right, dude. I mean, seeing really a casual look at so many toy industry people. That's where I became friends with a lot of these dudes that I already kind of knew, but didn't really get to chat with too much. Like Adam and stuff, I knew for a while, but then a couple other people like the Mythic Legions guy, dude, Waltor the Mad, who runs the Mythic Legions Cabal, dude. He was the shit. He hooked me up so hard that day. But yeah, it was one of the best cons for sure. I got my sneakers shined for free. It was best con for sure. Oh shit, Michael Valladay, Punker Mike through Kayfabe Comics. That's fucking awesome. That's fucking sick, dude. Yeah, Punker Mike, Michael is a cartoonist friend of mine, as his title kind of suggests there. So yeah, that's cool, man. I love seeing that. Again, friends interacting in the chat. Look at us, huh? Isn't that so cute? All right, let's get into another great review of this figure. I'll have to find it real quick off to the side, but once again, I want to direct everybody to go check out the toy page, check out his unboxing and review of this figure. And after I finish here on the stream, go check out the toy page on his Instagram and go check out his Hangout episode with Jason B. Michael. They're going to have the in-hand look at these figures. I mean, they're each going to have a figure, and they're going to take a look at them, chatting, similar kind of vibe, Hangout sort of vibe, if you will. So definitely go check them out. But he's got a really great review of this dude. And I guess, oh shit, he comes with a balaclava too. That's nuts. Here, this is what I wanted to get, just the full accessory spread. I mean, you get so much with this dude, man. Like this is going to be, I mean, I said it with Wonder Woman. If you follow me on Instagram, I'm posting photos there again at Fabster360. And I was talking about that Wonder Woman that just came out. I finally got her in hand. I took some photos. Hands down, I kind of knew what to expect, but she still kind of blew my expectations. And I'd say she's top 10 of the year so far. This figure right here, dude, this Vapor from HOODZ, dude, I think this is top 5, top 3 maybe already. And I think if my count is correct, this will be maybe the 15th release in hand. If we get it, buy and ship, let's say we get it in hand, this will be the 15th figure that we get in hand. And I think it's in the top 3, running the numbers on that. I believe I'm correct. Someone give me a number crunch in the chat there, but I think this is one of the all-time great figures from Mezco. This is everything. This is a perfect marriage of everything that they've done before with everything they're doing now, mishmashing it together to create something amazing. This is going to be a banger of a figure. And I think he did some size comparisons at the end here. And this is another kind of, I guess, contentious thing for a few people. Like I was chatting with my good friend Ponch Easy. Everybody should know Ponch Easy from the ACBA podcast. And he took a look at this figure. I told him it came with both Jordans and Tim's. And he's like, oh, it's a must cop. Rick Dominguez, must cop. Boog, must cop. But as soon as I told Poncho that this guy was a little more on the shorter scale, kind of like Doc Nocturnal, kind of like the MCU Spideys, he was like, oof, that's going to make me rethink some things, which is interesting. So comparing him to a more standard Gomez body, like from the Pink Skull, you can see he's more on that shorter body. I think the shoes, being that they're so big, kind of give him a little more height. But I think the feet would end a little bit lower if it weren't for the boots, and it would make him a lot shorter. So I'm sure he will be shorter, or will be taller than Doc Nocturnal and MCU Spidey, but I think it's still built on the same body. And that makes sense. He's like a young street rat kind of dude. I think that's fine. I think that makes sense. I like having that mix of different sizes. I like that we're not just getting the same body reused, like with the Gomez body. We're getting a nice mix of different things. So, it's going to be a banger, you guys. I hope everybody's ready. I hope you've said your prayers and ate your vitamins, brother, because you're going to need all of the help in the world tomorrow, dude. Like, be as quick as possible. Be short in your clicks, make sure you know what you're doing. Don't be fumbling around trying to find buttons. Know where the buttons are. Do a couple of test runs beforehand. Make sure you're logged in. Make sure you reset your credit card information so that it's like, brand new on there. Sometimes on these drop days, whatever reason, it blacks that stuff out, and that'll add an extra step at checkout that you just don't have time for. You got to make sure you do that shit. Nobody is going to want to miss this, dude. The hype levels are unreal on this, man. This is just nuts. Mauricio, you're saying Mezco are crazy hunts. It's not a hunt, dude. There's no hunt. You know exactly where to go. It's a crapshoot. You roll the dice. You just show up on the day and roll the dice once, and hey, if you got the money for it, we'll take it out of you. You've won the opportunity to spend some money on us, sir. Congratulations. Here's your product. Good stuff. Mauricio says, I can't wait for Action Force Mezco crossover. Hey, Action Force starts adding some soft goods. Maybe you'll start turning my head that way, right? Hey, would be sick, not going to lie. PG photography, top 3 for sure. I mean, yeah. I don't even want to start formulating that list because as I keep being reminded, I still need to do my 2020, which I believe it's coming, as well as I'm working on a review of, probably can't see it on this camera here. I'll bring it up, but I'm working on a review of this Joker right here. I'm gonna try to get one of these third-party soft goods Jokers, get a review of him out, show you how he works with Mezco, as well as put him in some photos that I've had some ideas for a little bit. Can't wait to do that. That's what's next coming up on the channel. But that is about it for the stream today. We talked a lot about Vapor coming tomorrow. And as I said 1,000 times, I can't even think of any more synonyms for it, but it's just going to be an absolute shit show tomorrow. I'm so sorry, everybody. I wish, anyone new to the brand coming on could just be like, oh, this was like a good figure. Can I get it? I hate to slap you with the reality that there's a good chance if you're not on the goddamn ball the entire time, if you are not absolutely just traveling with it across the court, you're going to lose it. This is not an easy one to get. It's not going to be an easy one to get. I hate to say it, but damn, this is going to be an absolute bloodbath tomorrow. Bloodbath and beyond. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to find out if I get it. And I'm very excited. I'm very excited for this figure. I think it looks fantastic. And everybody go check out Paige. Go check out the toy page. Coming up right after this on Instagram. Go check out his video here on YouTube and see his full review of this guy. I wish I'd gotten it in hand. I did not. Paige, I think, is going to offer you one of the best looks. He's a very clear, concise kind of dude. And he's got a great voice. Just dulcet tones. Really, really attractive. Kind of like ASMR figure reviews. Really good stuff. Go check out Jason B. Michael on Instagram and check out his toy photography. Of course, I'm going to plug everybody featured here because I am not trying to just steal your photos for content. Go check out Jade Just Made It. Check out his stop motions, including the one with Vapor that I showed earlier today. Great stuff. I'm going to give him a follow. I thought I gave him a follow earlier, so I apologize for that. But yeah, great stuff. I love stop motion game. Is fucking huge, man. I mean, I wish I had the resources, but it's something I've definitely always been interested in. And all these links are also going to be in Mezco's Twitter page, so make sure you follow him on Twitter if you really want to stay on the ball, like I said, with these drops. Although by the time you see the tweet, it'll probably be too late. You got to be at the place on the day. I.E. Toy Hunter saying it's a shit show for Mezco unless he's exclusive to something like Solomon Kane. I mean, that was an open pre-order. Who knows? Maybe they'll do an open pre-order like this one again. But I don't know, man. With it being a Rumble Society, with it being, a in-house brand exclusive and people have it in hand already, yeah, this is going to be a buy and ship. But again, final word of advice: play that wait list. Help those production numbers. If there's enough people on that wait list, they will do a second run. They will make more. They will be more available. I recommend everybody do that. Don't feel completely let down if you miss out on like the in-stock stuff that will be shipping, I guess, immediately if that's the way they choose to do it. But definitely get in on that wait list, everybody. Can't say that enough. It's going to help those production numbers. It's going to make sure that everybody who wants this guy gets him in time. If not immediately, then a little bit down the line. So once again, I want to thank everybody so much for hanging out with me here on the stream. This has been another great episode of Fabster Live. I love everybody chiming in and giving me your thoughts on this. It's pretty evident that this is an overwhelmingly desired figure. It's going to be absolute shit show to get tomorrow. I can't wait. And maybe I'll get my thoughts on it on Instagram or something tomorrow. But like I said, thank you once again, everybody, for joining me. This has been Fabster Live. Go check out the toy page on Instagram and check out their Hangout episode coming up next. Bunch of great dudes hanging out, talking Mezco, opening this very figure right here. So thank you so much. I will see you guys on the next episode, hopefully next week. Goodbye, guys.